coming your way. And a Jim last Chevrolet Camaro on me.
And you guys stand out.
So there's that. We have Tom Furches. Is Jim I-18. Guaranteed.
Kirk Williams, defending Funny Car Chaos champion. Tom Furches, the man who finished number 2 in 2022. Kirk, who races in the A field. Tom, who races in the B field. They have fought like tigers to this very point to decide the Funny Car Chaos 2023 champion. We are just west of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and the banks of the Mississippi here at the famed State Capitol Raceway. Over 50 years of drag racing history has took place at this facility, and Funny Car Chaos history will be made here this very weekend in deciding who will be the champion in 2023. Kirk Williams in the 200 proof funny car, or Tom Furches in the Made in America funny car. What is on the line? Kirk Williams is vying for his second championship. That would be 2 in a row, and he would become only the second individual to have multiple championships in Funny Car Chaos. And Tom is vying to be the first competitor to win a Funny Car Chaos championship out of the A field. It comes down to this race. The defending Funny Car Chaos champion and the defending winner here at State Capitol Raceway in the A field, Kirk Williams. You are in a tight championship battle, leading the way over Tom Furches, but only by 6 points. What do you do to seal the deal this weekend?
Well, this weekend is just going to be about a rinse and repeat. We're just going to come down here and do what we did last year, and where the chips fall is where they're going to fall. We're just hoping that they're going to go our way. We've got a good tune-up for this track, so we'll just see how things go.
The man that is number 2 in points finished number 2 in points in 2022, but is aiming to finish number 1 in 2023 is Tom Furches. Tom, only a handful of points between you and Kirk. How much more engineering is it going to take to get this championship?
Well, we didn't want it to come to this. The goal was to have everything in our hands and us be in control and work towards that championship. Last race in Mocan, when we blew up that motor, it didn't help us. We won the Carney makeup race, and we had that go the way that we needed it to go for us to win a championship. But unfortunately, the effort level was too high, higher than the components could handle, and we broke it. And that hurt us. And now we're second. We've been in first place for a good portion of the year, and last race of the year, this weekend, we're going to work our way back up into first place and take the championship home.
So we do have the all clear from the top end of the racetrack, so momentarily the race director will say light him up, and he does. Glenwood, Iowa, New Preston, Connecticut, hometown for these two racers. 3.79 seconds, the low elapsed time so far today. Belongs to another car from the state of Iowa. Big block Chevy power right side. Big block heavy power left side. Friday night qualifying at Funny Car Chaos. State Capitol Raceway. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your defending event champion in the Rodak Custom Coffee A field of funny cars. Also your defending season champion in Funny Car Chaos. Kirk Williams on the tower side of the racetrack, getting ready to try out that VP Racing Fuels lane. See the flash of amber on the AccuTime Christmas tree, and they will be ready to go. Revs come up for Kirk Williams. Kirk Williams, 386, 176.75 miles an hour. He was ready for the Christmas tree to count down. Does not leave before the tree activates. He does record a time, but Wayne Hoffman is going to run a 469 at 111 miles an hour down the right side of the racetrack. So fires lit on our next pair of funny cars. Casey Giesland, Senatobia, Mississippi. His wife and team chief, Melissa Giesland, watching from behind the race car. His sister, the Queen of Diamonds, out front of the race car doing the backup girl duties. They're on the right side of the racetrack in the Lewis Company's lane. Don't be surprised if you see a little bit more of that action with this pair coming up right now. Keith Zimmerman, Gainesville, Texas. Casey Giesland, Senatobia, Mississippi. First round funny car qualifying, 379, the number at the top of the qualifying list right now. The racetrack, 371, a brand new number 1. The man from the Lone Star State with that willpower, Will Hannapower, that is, a 9.4, 860 foot, a 249 to half track, 371, 202.5 miles an hour. The penny pincher goes to number 1. 371, the number at the top of the list. Cameron from Texas, Furches from Colorado. Bringing their cars into the water. Smoke them if you got them. Gen 4 Firebirds, very popular cars in the Funny Car Chaos series. See quite a few of them. Both drivers in strange position. Jeff Campbell pedals it down that right side lane. Looked like he got a little close. Over on the right side, goes 411 at 164.5 miles an hour. Got a crowd at 411. Jeff Cameron adds his name to the list. Tom Furches, problem at the starting line, takes it through with a 491 at 160 miles an hour.
Here at State Capitol Raceway, we're in the pits. The first qualifying session is in the books here for the last race of 2023 in Funny Car Chaos competition. The points leader, Kirk Williams, he ran an 86, but they are not satisfied with that. Matter of fact, some jawing between his brother, Chris, the tuner of, we are going to throw that away because we think that auto start on the tree isn't helping us at all. So they're looking to improve in Q2. Tom Furches, well, he's second in points. He wants to win the championship this year. It is a close points battle. Only 6 points are separating him and Kirk Williams, the defending champion, and his initial hit was rough. Struck the tires at the hit, and they were not expecting that. He said they were expecting a 414 that would put him well into the B field, but they ran more like a 490. The number one qualifier right now is Keith Zimmermer in the penny pincher. His tuner is Will Hanna, 71 right off the bat in Q1. I'm sure you're looking to improve.
Yeah, I mean, we went up there, we swung at it. We had to be a little bit aggressive out here. It's the end of the year, so we're not in the points chase. So we figured, you know what, we're going to be a little bit more aggressive this weekend than we normally have been. So we put a different Neil Chance racing converter combination in it for this weekend than we normally run, and it went out there and hauled butt. So we got a good lap under our belt. Keith did a hell of a job of getting the car down the track, and you bet your ass we're fixing to swing at it.
They're going to swing at it, and you could say that they're going to pinch the pennies of everybody else out here in competition, especially those vying for a championship. And we knew that Ronny Young in that moment had gone for a ride of a lifetime here at State Capitol Raceway in Funny Car Chaos competition. Ronny, the owner and driver of the Blue Max Funny Car, he took a hard lick into the retaining wall. Matter of fact, it took the wall down. Later on, there was some fire. He was extricated from the car. They worked on him on the track. He was airlifted to a local hospital here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the moment looked horrendous, and it was, but Ronny Young, as we can report, is in fairly good shape for all that he went through last night as the last funny car down the drag strip. He needs a graft to one hand that he had a burn on, and other than that, he's in remarkable good spirits, even making phone calls to people and chatting up and letting them know that he's doing all right. With everything involved, we're so glad that we can report that today. The wall has been repaired. Racing will continue here at State Capitol Raceway for the final race of Funny Car Chaos in the 2023 season. We're so glad that Ronny Young is doing well. We hope that he has a speedy and full recovery, and we see him back at the track campaigning whatever Blue Max he decides to campaign.
tell you what, there's a lot of possibilities. Take a look at those typical superchargers after this season.
Round one of eliminations are in the books here at State Capitol Raceway for the last race of the 2023 Funny Car Chaos Championship season. This man, Kirk Williams, the defending Funny Car Chaos champion, he is still in the lead by 3 points. Tom Furches needs him to go out and Tom turn on a win light for Tom Furches to win the championship. Kirk needs to keep doing exactly what he did. Go round after round, just win the race, and he wins the championship. You can see that the normal turnaround is underway for round two. Let's get news from Tom Furches and where he stands. Over here at the Made in America pit, Tom Furches, number 2 in points, looking for his first ever Funny Car Chaos championship. He did get past round one with Mr. Giesland turning on the red light, but there was damage on this machine, a pulley. The bolts on the pulley was sheared. They do have a new pulley. They're going to be replacing that. They look like they will be ready for round two. Every point matters. He needs Kirk Williams to go out, and he needs to turn the win light on over Kirk to win this championship. A lot happening in the pits to be prepared to win a championship in Funny Car Chaos. It's getting chaotic out here. I've told him before that to get on camera, you've either got to win or do something spectacular. Well, what is spectacular with the gambler in a whole full deck of cards is Mr. Giesland has had a whole lot of fun in Funny Car Chaos. It has certainly been good to have you, your whole family, competing in Funny Car Chaos this year. Your experience overall campaigning a Funny Car.
Man, it's just been incredible, even from the start. You know, we really didn't expect to get this far. We wanted to just get A to B, you know, for the season. We're going to end up in the top 10, and I got my whole family, you know, all our friends with us everywhere we go. It's just been an incredible experience.
It's been incredible to have you and your family. We look forward to seeing you next year, Casey Giesland.
Oh, we're already gearing up. We can't wait for it. We'll be there.
And in other news, we'll speak with the backup girl on camera here at this very moment. What's it like? Well, I am. What's it like backing up a Funny Car?
It's awesome whenever Ronnie can give me the right signals. You know, he gets a little weak on me sometimes, but it's been absolutely amazing. Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought?
Glad you're having fun out here.
It's awesome, awesome.
Another of the Mississippi contingency that's come into Funny Car Chaos this year is Toad Michael Neal, and they have had the full possum, if you will, out here at Chaos. Man, we love your car. We love what you're doing here at Chaos. Y'all have gone full tilt into this, your year in Funny Car Chaos. What's it been like?
It's been incredible. I've been racing since I was 14, drag racing, and it's been the most incredible drag racing season of my life. Everybody out here is family. Everybody's helped us. Obviously, being our first year in a funny car, there's a lot of stuff we didn't know what we were doing, and everybody out here has helped us along. Running Alex, that round here in the last race of the season was pretty awesome because they've been pretty tight with us all year. So it's just been a blast. I can't explain how awesome Chaos is.
Your wife may very well have the coolest Batgirl outfit out here. Explain it, and what's her name? How long y'all been together and enjoying drag racing?
So my wife Chelsea is who holds us all together. Really, we've been together since she was 14, I was 16. So we've been married 16 years. Her backup outfit was made by our good friend Jen Beagle with the Chick's Eye View Photography. She's made a lot of backup outfits for girls like Shannon Hill, some other girls, and she made Chelsea's. It's got a little Elvis, a little Evil Knievel, a little mixed in, shows our Mississippi roots, and she is all in on this funny car thing. She's doing a heck of a job, not only backing us up, but she keeps us fed. She makes sure we don't forget stuff like parachute pins, because they're pretty important. So she does a heck of a job keeping our team together.
Well, we look forward to the Toad to be hopping next year in Funny Car Chaos.
So it comes down to this, those you watching on Flow Racing, it's really this simple. If Kirk Williams keeps on winning, he is going to be the repeat winner of the Spell Paving Services Funny Car Chaos Series. But if the win light comes on the left side, then the door will be opened for Tom Furches to drive through and claim his first championship. So no pressure, guys. Keith Zimmerer, Gainesville, Texas, the Mustang funny car they call the Penny Pincher. They come to Funny Car Chaos in this season, and in the first season of racing, they have made 3 final rounds. Can they make it 4? I don't know. If they get a win light in this time, they're going to their 4th final round of the season. Maxima Racing Oils marquee matchup. If there's a big race tonight, you're looking at it right now. Kirk Williams has to win in order to keep his hopes alive. Tom Furches is in the same boat, but if the Penny Pincher gets the win light, the pressure is on Tom to get a win light. If he does so, he'll be your champion. Side-by-side racing action as we are just about ready to go. Third bulb lit. Rev's going to come up on the clutch car on the right side of the racetrack. Into the stage beam. Flash of amber. Kirk Williams goes red. 373 on the right side at 206 and a 368 on the left side. That was going to be tough to beat. Kirk Williams brings the revs up, leaves a little too quick. 0-1-2 red. Kirk Williams goes out in the semifinal round. Keith Zimmerer on his way to his 4th final round of the 2023 season from the state of Oklahoma. Running down this left side VP Racing Fuels lane. Or will the other Iowa car in the A field be in their 2nd final round of the season? They got a win at the Chaos in the Cornfield event up in their home state of Haydenville, Iowa. Fast Lane Shane, track record holder at Albuquerque Dragway with the only 200-mile-per-hour run made by a funny car there on the 8th mile ever. Would love to get into the final round. He's been to 2 final rounds in 2023. He comes into this race number 3 in the points. Camaro on the right side. Sir Lance on the House of Van Allen. Red lights start. The red lights are rampant for the Iowa racers, and it's going to be Mustang versus Mustang in the final round. Texas versus Oklahoma. Van Allen with the 019 red light gives away a 392 at 194 miles an hour. Shane Lawson gets it done, goes to the final round with a 375. Let's see. They are racing in front of their longtime hero and living legend, Larry Reyes, this weekend. Coming in hot. After a big weekend at Mocan Dragway, they got the tires good and hot. Justin Craig hops the wall, getting ready to guide his driver back to the starting line. Steve Grabowski took away the #1 spot in the Alki Digger B field qualifying from fellow Coloradan Tom Furches by 1,000th of a second. Nitro car coming up to the starting line. Starting to watch for those 3-stage bulbs to come on. Schneider in the pre-stage. Grabowski, lights #2. 3 bulbs lit. Easing that car forward. Red light start for Chris Schneider, so the high heaven with the candles lit goes to the final round. A 395 at 174.55 miles an hour. Too hot to handle right there. Steve Grabowski going to the next round, that next round being your final round. So we've got 1 Colorado driver in the final round. There could be 2. Their opponent, Tom Furches, Littleton, Colorado, made in America Gen 4 Pontiac Firebird funny car with a Hemi power. Comes out of the land of the high and mighty. He's got 3 final rounds. 3 final rounds under their belt in 2023. Can they make it 4? Jade Cook has got 2 final rounds in 2023. She would love to make it 3. Kirk Williams would really love to see her make it into her 3rd final of the year. Comes down to this. There's more racing to do, but this one is a big one. Tom Furches, if he keeps it on his side of the stripe, is going to be your 2023 Spell Paving Services champion, as they got the win light, a 403 at 172 miles an hour. Something happened with the Nemesis funny car, as at the flash of amber, the car simply did not move. You see that sometimes.
Tom Furches rolling around here in the shutdown area. He is your 2023 Funny Car Chaos Spell Paving Championship Tour champion. Last year, he was #2. He had been clear. He had been adamant that this year he was going to engineer an effort to be #1. He is the 2023 Funny Car Chaos champion. He is no longer #2. He is, in fact, #1. We'll let him get off the car, get the gear off. You're looking at a champion, ladies and gentlemen. Tom from Colorado, an engineer. He actually makes beer cans, of all things. A made-in-America effort. The name of his funny car, the name of his team, and it is a championship effort in 2023. Tom's worked hard for this at Mocan. They lost a motor. He is your champion. Tom.
We did it. We did it. We overcame so much just to get here. I think we blew up another one. We did it. We're the champs. I want to thank everybody who's helped us along the way. There's so many people. There's a couple people that are going to be real excited when they come down this road here. Chuck Clegg, his wife Brooke, Joe Percoco. These guys make this thing work. If it wasn't for them, I can't start it by myself. This is incredible. I am so excited. I'm so out of breath. I want to thank everybody. Chris, the track, everywhere we've been this year. We travel a lot of miles to make this happen. It's fantastic. We're the champs.
You are the champs. You've engineered an effort. You certainly deserve it. A #1 earning effort. Folks, you're looking at your 2023 Spell Paving Funny Car Chaos champion.
Champ. Thank God.
It's okay if you blew it up. It's okay. Damn.
Okay, there you go.
Yes!
Oh, man.
Come here, you.
Not me.
Oh, you.
Oh, hell no.
Dad!
Oh, and the young one. Oh, thank God. Mwah. Hey, I need my guys.
Yes.
Holy shit.
We've been in the winner's circle like this before, but if it wasn't for these two guys standing to my side, this doesn't happen. These guys are awesome. They make it happen. Don't listen to this guy.
This guy made it happen.
I knew he'd say something.
We're just the monkeys on the outside. Just
Oh, my
nut
God.
behind the wheel.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Holy shit. Oh, my God.
All right, here we go, race fans. Oklahoma versus Texas. The 1969 all paint Z28 Camaro takes that right side lane. Jordan Ballou going to be taking on the bucket list funny car. Race fans, I got to tell you, I'm loving this. I've got the top end in my ear while I'm talking to you at the starting line, and I guarantee you, there's some very happy folks with the Made in America team as they had just clinched the championship for 2023. There's a lot of celebrating happening up there. But at the starting line, our Wolf Pup Seafield semifinals, we're going to start picking some finalists. Actually, they're going to start picking themselves. All it takes is one win light. The nitro car on the left side, the methanol car on the right side. Flash of amber, and there they go. Jordan Ballou using all that lane and going crazy out there. Wind light comes on the tower side. Chuck Lofton, a 451 at 146 miles an hour. And Jordan Ballou all over the place in that Lewis Company's lane. I don't know if he got in some fluid or if he was had something go wrong with the car, but he was using all that lane as we saw both doors from this vantage point. Final pair of the semifinal rounds in Funny Car Chaos competition. Justin Malott brings that 57 Chevy down to the State Capitol Raceway as they continue racing in Funny Car Chaos. They have, seems like they have found a home, and we can't think of a better place for them to be racing than Funny Car Chaos, and we are very happy to have them racing with us. Alex Barker on the right side of the racetrack. Came into the race number 7 in the points. And definitely hoping to move up, perhaps as high as number 5. Drivers moving those cars ever so close to the infrareds at the starting line. There's 2 of them that go across the starting line. Front tires break those infrared beams. That's what turns on the lights on the top of the Christmas tree. So a premature launch for the 57 Chevy, and the Back in Black GTO is going to go to the final round. A 455 at 126.5 miles an hour is going to put Alex Barker into the final round as they have a chance to not only start the season with a win, but to end the season with a win. The sun has found its home in the western sky, and it's Saturday night at State Capitol Raceway. Your final rounds of Funny Car Eliminator. Wolf Pup Seafield, final round bringing you a matchup between the Texan from Seguin, Chuck Lofton, with the bucket list nitro funny car, the Dodge Avenger on the tower side of the racetrack. And Alex Barker from Marlow, Oklahoma, the Back in Black GTO methanol burner. They roll through the water for simultaneous side-by-side burnout. Chuck Lofton qualified number 1 with a 443. Alex Barker qualified number 2 at a 447. In the first round, Chuck Lofton got a win over Dustin Bradford. Alex Barker got a win over Michael Neal. In the semifinal round, Alex Barker advanced over Justin Malott, and Chuck Lofton advanced over Jordan Ballou. They find themselves in the final round. Wolf Pump Seafield, last run of the season for these two racers in Funny Car Chaos competition. They would like nothing better than to spend the next hour or two in the winner's circle at State Capitol Raceway and celebrate with you, the race fans at SCR. Number 1 versus number 2. Nitro car versus methanol car. They're both in the pre-stage position. We're about to have it get loud, Rose Racing fans. Alex Barker with the huge hole shot has the nitro car come around, get to the finish line first, a 392 left side to a 444 right side.
From the Nitro Psycho to the bucket list, it's the same Chuck Lofton winning at State Capitol Raceway.
That's right. What a weekend we had. You know, we come out here, and it's better than I expected. Nick had a good time. We all had a good time. The Nitro car broke the rear end in the first round. They let me come and drive this car, and very fortunate. Yeah, the guys, the competitors, we had a good time. It's just unreal. I didn't realize how long it would take us to win another one. You know, 3 years. So these things come very hard, and I want to thank my team. All of them pitched in all year. They just kept driving. So you can figure it out. You can do it. And to go out at the end of the year the way we did, I can't thank them anymore.
Wolf Pumps Seafield winner, Chuck Lofton.
Thank you.
Keith Zimmerer going to yet another final round, 4 so far this year. I cannot help but that your team would think that, well, if we didn't have that breakage, where would we be in a championship hunt right about now?
Well, I think we'd probably be right up there in 1 or 2, and we'd be talking about a win and a championship tonight. But glad of the season we had. We made 6 races. This is our 4th final. 1 win, 2 runner-ups, and we want to get that last win to go into off-season strong. And just thankful for the season, though. It's been a really good year.
Word goes out to light them up. Final round, Rodak A-Field Funny Cars. Texas versus Oklahoma. In your final, Keith Zimmerer and Will Hanna have the Penny Pincher Mustang on the tower side of the racetrack. They qualified number 1, and they've been putting up big numbers all day long. Their opponent from Oklahoma, Fast Lane Shane Lawson, the Man of War 2 Mustang, also been putting up those stout 3.7 second elapsed times at way over 200 miles an hour. The final round of the year. This is the 4th final round of the 2023 season for Keith Zimmerer on the tower side. It's a great way to start their funny car career, as they spent the last 3 years actually, in the Outlaw Fuel Altered Association. And they had back-to-back championships in the Lone Star Forklift Outlaw Fuel Altered Association. Decided to switch over and go funny car racing, and 4 final rounds in the first year. Not a bad start, as they have certainly made their presence known. Can they close the deal on the last final round of the season? You got to get around the man from Oklahoma if you're going to do that. Ken Singleton does the tuning on the Man of War 2 Mustang. Shane Lawson does the driving. Bonnie Lawson does the backup girl duties, and they all do their jobs extremely well. Into the pre-stage goes Shane Lawson. Both cars using the converter, so they will turn on 4 bulb, bring up the revs, and there they go. At the top end, put a wind light on that right side, 369, 206.8 miles an hour. Shane Lawson Fast lane, Shane closes the deal to take that Rodak Custom Coffee A Field final round. A 9.58 60-foot and a 249 to half track. They made a statement in that final round.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, Double D! Hell yeah! Told you, man. Hey. Congrats.
State Capitol Raceway will go down in history as this man's first A-Field win as a tuner, the champ, Ken Singleton. You get Shane Lawson into victory lane.
Yeah, it's been a great day. Weather's been great. Crew done awesome. Shane's done a great job driving. It's just the way this is great. It's awesome. We been fighting all year, fighting with this new car, and we finally got it lined out. Actually, things started coming together at Mocan, and we're getting it. I can't wait for next year. We're going to be great.
You are going to be great, Ken. I can't help but think last year this was the second race of the year. You were not here because of your fire. Here we are. You're a winner. Full circle, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad the good Lord's made it where I can be here, and there's no other place I'd rather be.
Congratulations, Ken. Woo! Rolling into victory lane here at State Capitol Raceway. It is the Man of War, driven by Shane Lawson and backed up by Bonnie Lawson. Guys, a win in chaos in the A field.
It's pretty emotional. We've been striving for this for a long time, but, you know, we've been staying with it, and, you know, we finally come out on top, and just to strive for next year to put that number one on the side.
I'm here for that.
You're looking at the high heaven machine. We're here in the pits. The turnaround will not be completed. Steve Grabowski, you can see him over there at the wheel. They were going to make a final. You did make a final, Mr. Jackson, owner of the car, but there is an issue.
Yeah, it broke a chicken bone. We call it. It's a connecting rod. We call them chicken bones just for excitement and everything. But yeah, it broke a connecting rod. We're not real sure yet why yet, but ran good, put up a good number and everything. So we were going to have something for him in the final, but that's all right. You know, we're still happy. We made two out of the three good runs, and everybody did good. So we'll just we'll assess the damage and find out why it broke, and we'll try to make it to Lufkin next weekend.
The Made in America crew had their own issues in that semifinal matchup. Burst panel blew. They're having to thrash to be able to get to the final round and at least stage it to turn on a win light. It will be Tom winning a championship and possibly the race here at State Capitol Raceway. And if you'll notice, over there at the back of the shot, that is Steve Grabowski, the man driving the high heaven car, who would have faced him in the final round. The Chaos family coming together to get one of their own, a win, and put the cherry on top of a 2023 championship. All they had to do was stage the car to get a victory. The cherry on top of the 2023 championship. Tom Furches, history made. You're the first to ever win a championship in chaos outside of the A field.
Man, I'm so ecstatic. Fantastic. A lot of work, ton of effort, 2 motors. Thrilled to death. These competitors out here are some of the best in the world. Coming around Kirk Williams in Baton Rouge at the finals. Unbelievable. My team is awesome.
Tom Furches, your 2023 Spell Paving Funny Car Chaos champion.